Howdy folks, Mindset Coach Trev here. Welcome to week 2, day 1 of the Foundations of Self-Talk course. This is InnerLoop Sports. I am hyped to get back into it. Now, last week we started covering the fundamentals of self-talk. We looked at the basics. What is self-talk? How does it show up for the pros? And we started personalizing that conversation a little bit by discussing how your self-talk impacts your body, impacts you physically, and ultimately impacts your swing and impacts your performance. Now, everything we've discussed up until this point is incredibly important. However, if we stopped here, you really wouldn't get everything out of this that you possibly can. What we need to do is continue this conversation of personalization. And to do that, there's 3 main questions I need you to answer today. By answering these 3 questions, you're going to start developing your own self-talk style. Think of this as the aura or the swag of your personal self-talk, right? What's the energy? What's it like? As we start to develop this personalized style, we're going to uncover the habits, the tendencies, the patterns, the process that you can then go out and implement day in and day out. So let's get started. Now, the 3 questions I need you to answer today are absolutely pivotal in helping you raise your awareness and just get to know yourself better as a golfer and as a performer. Because the truth is, if you don't really understand the true tendencies and habits and what's really going on with your self-talk, then we really can't do much to change it. If we're only taking a guess, then we're going to be guessing forever, and our likelihood of finding success goes way down. So these 3 questions are paramount. Question number 1 that we're going to explore today is, when does your self-talk show up? Does your self-talk show up more on the front 9 when you're fresh and lots of energy? Does your self-talk show up more on the back 9 once you start to get a little more tired and start to lose focus just a little bit? Is it louder during pressure moments when trying to save par or work through a tough up and down? Or does your self-talk perhaps kick in when you're doing really well, playing great, and when you're trying to protect that good momentum? There's no right answer. There's just your answer. So think about this. And in your notebook or in your journal there that we've provided within the InnerLoop system, start jotting down some ideas. When does your self-talk show up? If you need to, this is a great time to reference back to prior rounds you've analyzed in the InnerLoop app and actually look at that heat map. Take a look. Holes 1 through 18. When do the dips occur? When do changes take place? This might give you some good insight to answer this question. Question number 2 then is, when your self-talk does start to show up, what do you say? This is about the actual words coming out of your mouth when you talk to yourself on the golf course. Do you find that those words are often self-critical? Things like, oh, I suck, or why do I even try? Maybe your self-talk is more outcome-focused, revolving around scores and results and what you want to happen. Maybe your self-talk is more instructional, giving yourself a bit of guidance, kind of those step-by-step directions on how to work through a situation. Do you use profanity when you get frustrated? Do you start swearing like a sailor out there on the course? Are your phrases general and broad and not very descriptive? Are they super specific and pointed? Knowing that your self-talk is happening is important, but answering question number 2 here, what you actually say, is equally as much, if not even more important. It lets us know, is it helpful? Is it hurtful? Is it constructive? Is it destructive? Knowing what words are actually coming out of your mouth tells us so much. And this is where the InnerLoop app can be such a benefit. Take a look at your most common phrases, positive, negative, instructional, and see what words are coming up most often. And question number 3, the final one for today, is, how does your self-talk show up? The how is all about how your self-talk is actually delivered. Is it out loud? Is it internal? Is it to yourself? Or is it about yourself? The how lets us into the personality of your self-talk. It really lets us know what we're working with here. Take time to jot down answers to all 3 of these questions. What does your self-talk sound like, look like? When does your self-talk really come to the surface? When is it activated? And how does it get delivered. The more knowledge and the more awareness you build around these three areas, the more dangerous it's going to make you in the next few days when we actually start trying out particular types of self-talk, certain strategies, certain techniques. You need to know where you're starting from in order to get where you want to be. Now, this is enough ideas and questions for today. Here's your challenge. Here's what I want you to go out there and focus on before we meet again tomorrow. I want you to get back out there and record another practice session or a round, whatever is most convenient and whatever you're most capable of doing today. Talk normal, play your game, do your thing, and record just like typical. However, when you step off the course today or off the practice range, whatever it's going to be, and you go and analyze your recording, I want you to specifically look at the what, when, and how. Really take a look at that heat map. Understand, when are these phrases happening? When is this self-talk occurring? Look at the most common phrases, the what. Understand what words, what phrases, what are you actually saying? And for the how, look at that percentage breakdown. Is there majority positive? Is there majority negative? Is it a lot of instructional? Is it mostly neutral? Kind of what is the tone of the self-talk that you're bringing to the course? Tomorrow, we're going to take this all a step further by connecting this when, what, and how to the actual impact it has. Back to that idea of the ripple effect. When you say these words for yourself personally, what impact does that have in your performance in those moments? That's what we're going to uncover, and that's what's going to help you be great. Thank you again for being here. Absolutely pumped to dive into week 2. Go knock out this challenge, and I will see you tomorrow.